Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is John Faraclas from allaboutshipping.co.uk. Today, Friday, the 4th of July, 2014. This is a great day, of course, as you know. America today celebrates its Independence Day, which happened 238 years ago in 1776. It's a great day, as well as 1812, the day that it ended the war with Great Britain, as this country was known at that time. Today is the United Kingdom. Now, this is the 25th report of the markets and world politics, and how same alter, influence, or whatever you like to say, the markets. The BDI, well, it has ups and downs. The capes are down, the Panamax is up. And that's a good sign, of course, but of course you can't have one size in this sector to go up and down and to see the market going up. This is nonsense, you know. Still, we are in a frozen market, with all due respect. So the BDI closed just up 3 points at 893 after a stagnation of 2 days at 890. And that stagnation, of course, was not that the figures were the same. It was the up and down of the cape size and the Panamaxes. So at 893, which is of course up 62 points since the 27th of June, where it was at 831. This is not bad overall. It's a good sign, yet below the 900 barrier, below the 1000 barrier, and don't forget the important issue that we are exactly 60% below the closing of December 2013 at 2,227 points, which is exactly now 1,334 points. For those who like the figures and precision, this is the harsh reality. The BCI down 71 points since yesterday, Thursday, the 3rd of July, and we can see that that was, of course, you know, from the point of 1,773 points, so it's a bit of up 91 points overall, but then the downward market has come and this changed the whole thing. These are interesting times for both the sizes. The BPI was up now 83 points at 640. Well, that's, you know, after a week of downward, it's the upward week here, and we have to see how this will happen with the capes going up and down. Again, we have gone up the 600 points mark. We are far away from the 1000. We believe in this size. It is not overcapacity, it's the market itself. So if it's raining outside, that's very important. Here we have to remember and to recall in our mind the English saying about this bad market. It's like the weather. Some people feel the weather, others just get wet. Try to interpret this vis-a-vis the issue of capes, Panamaxes, and the whole market. The BSI up just 2 points at 682, which is up 4 points since last week's 678, again below the 1000 barrier. The BHSI at 403, 1 point down since yesterday, but down 17 since last week, was 420 points. Again, we are below both the barriers of the 500 and the 1000. The wets, a surprise, a better market here. The BDTI, the Baltic Dirty Tanker Index, was up 3 points to 750, up 27 since last week. The cleans, well, surprise, 6 points down at 538 from 522, which of course is a plus 16 points since the previous week. You know, we reiterate the view that the market is a good market, is the best market in our humble view, if you like it, for new beginnings, startups, even startups, which is very, very important. Now, let's go now to the world politics. Iraq, the mess at worst, is worse here. What is happening in Iraq is a very delicate diplomatic issue for diplomats with strong nerves, and the world must have strong nerves to digest. Already we have announcements of the North Iraq being named Iraqi Kurdistan. This is something which of course will upset and will not alleviate the pains of some countries in the region there. We got an Islamic State, we got, you name it. Baghdad is a danger, you never know what is going to happen, and this is very, very important. Ukraine. In Ukraine again, we were the first from the beginning to tell you it's going to be a very messy situation. Broking a deal between the French, the Germans and the rest of Europe, the Russians and the Ukrainians, it is very difficult. People should be pragmatic. I guess that the way Mr. Kissinger has sought out the world and what he has said about Ukraine, his private talks is coming out. He left it, as a mortgage to others to sort it out. It's a big issue. Hence, if the late Mr. Khrushchev was drunk in 1954 when he gave back Ukraine to the Crimea to the Ukrainians, Putin wasn't. So it's an encircle of this area there. Going to see very, very things strange happening over there. Now, Italy took over from Greece and will be steering the European Union meetings for the next 6 months. A difficult task, of course, to keep in the European Union the United Kingdom. There are voices to get out of here and all sorts of things. For the unity of Europe, it is very important that physically, naturally, geographical-wise, Britain remains. We all know very well, dead well, there is not anymore such a special relationship with the other side of the Atlantic. If this is so the case, let it be, but it is not. Great Britain, United Kingdom belongs to Europe, and Europe equally sees the British as a major power which will continue to contribute to European happenings, and this is very, very important. Okay, so America is one thing, Europe yet another. The future lies in Europe. We of course accept America's supremacy. It's good that in 238 years these people took the reins of the world in their hands, and rightly so. It has been a very just punishment for the empires and the treatment they do to their subjects during the period of moving around the world and going to the New World, to America, far away from dictatorships and the Damocles sword of their own people in power. This is very important to remember. Now, we mentioned about the tough times. Greece is in better times, hydrocarbons. The time has come for Greece. A great event at the London Hellenic Centre, the pre-launch of the event of Greece offshore licensing round in 2013. A great event. Tough times in Europe, of course, it's very important, and we might see a revolt from the ill treatment of various nations and the citizens over the last 5 years. And despicable taxation, despicable austerity for what? Come on, let's come down to our senses, the politicians, because they will come down to their knees one day. Threats for attacks by terrorists et al. Are one way or another, serious and very important. They will, bother us in traveling. Already there are issuing of statements by the United States of America, by other countries, of terrorists to attack, and this is not nice. If terrorists, whatever they are, they want, winners speak, losers they don't speak. This is the important issue. Andy Coulter has been jailed, and he has been found guilty for plotting to interrupt voicemails between 2000 and 2006. Interesting point for us, and why we report this, because we are very sensitive in the shipping industry, as there are rumors of similar practices by others to intrude in our systems. This is not a nice system. The housing market, well, in the UK continues to be sent further warnings. Now, last week we mentioned about giving you holiday tips, and the first tip was to go to Chios in Greece, in the south, in Lythi. This week's holiday tip is to go to Bulgaria, the port of Sozopol, in the Black Sea, which is something very different, and you love it. A few banking scandals with the BNP Paribas about to pay $8,973,600,000 in the US, making the biggest in history penalty to be paid. These are very serious issues. Sarkozy, of course, is in tatters as well, and this is very, very, the majority of the French people, 65%, don't like to have Sarkozy anymore to run for the presidency of their country. Finally, the World Cup, which we were in writing proper to predict the many surprises, continues, and we will see a very big surprise at the end of the day. Equally, Wimbledon offers some more surprises. Tomorrow, Saturday, is the ladies' final. We're going to see a very big game there. Somebody who has been already a winner might do the trick again. You never know. It's very important. The Tour of France is on, a very major event. We wish you all a very happy holiday, and again, we like to come back to the main news of our interest, which is the 4th of July. It's time, America, that has the reins in the world, to sort out every single difference. It is a must, Mr. Obama. We had enough from wars that never ended to the expectations of the international public, and we have made it a mess. So I guess the hoax and the strategies in Capitol Hill, they must come up with a solution. We don't like in the shipping industry the situation that has evolved, which is piracy and terrorism from the states of Malacca, not even to say South China Sea, and of course what's going to happen there, to the Mediterranean, to West Africa, to the Caribbeans. So, you know, either we make or break, either we smash this terrorist and the piracy, or else. This is John Faraclas from All About Shipping on the 4th of July 2014 in London. Have a lovely weekend. Over and out.